Hello and welcome to the topic of linear independence and dependence of vectors. Here we define it as the set of vectors x1, x2, x3, xn are said to be linearly dependent if there exists some scalars k1, k2, k3, kn not all 0 such that a relation k1 x1 plus k2 x2 plus k3 x3 so on up to plus kn xn equal to 0 where 0 is null vector exist. If all these scalars are 0, then the set of vectors is said to be linearly independent. So if you are able to have some relation between the vectors, then they are linearly dependent. If the relation does not exist, then they are linearly independent. So what is a vector? Vector is the set of numbers arranged in a row or in a column. Then how to determine whether the given vectors are linearly dependent or linearly independent using matrix method. So here we suppose that we have n vectors with m variables. So if we are given n vectors, then we have n scalars k1, k2 up to kn, and we have a relation. Let us assume that we have that relation, and then we'll evaluate what is the value of k1, k2, k3, kn. If we get all 0, then we'll say that the vectors are linearly independent, and if we get some relation, the vectors will be linearly dependent. So using this expression 1, we form the matrix of the form ak equal to 0, where 0 is the null vector. Then we find the rank of the matrix A. Now there is a relation between the rank of the matrix and the number of vectors. If the rank of the matrix is less than the number of vectors given, then the vectors are linearly dependent. And if the rank is greater than or equal to the number of vectors, then the vectors are linearly independent. Then we solve the system which is in upper triangular form, because while finding rank we'll convert the given matrix in upper triangular form, and we'll use that upper triangular form of the matrix to get the values of k1, k2, k3, kn. Substituting these values in equation 1, we get the required relation. Also, you can remember it as if determinant of the matrix A is equal to 0, then they are linearly dependent, because in that case rank will be less than the order of the matrix. And if determinant not equal to 0, then the vectors are linearly independent, because rank will be equal to the order, and in that case when rank is equal to the number of vectors, then they are linearly independent. I hope you got the concept. Rank of the matrix, just have a glimpse of how to get the rank of the matrix. So rank we have defined it as the number of non-zero rows in the upper triangular form of the matrix A is called the rank of the matrix A. For a null matrix, rank is obviously 0. For a matrix other than null matrix, the rank will be always greater than or equal to 1. For a non-singular square matrix of order n, rank will be always equal to n. So non-singular is where determinant is not equal to 0. And elementary row transformation does not change the rank of the matrix. Let us deal with this particular example where we are given x1, x2, x3, x4, 4 vectors, and for these 4 vectors will have the expression in the form of k1x1 plus k2x2 plus k3x3 and plus k4x4 equal to 0. Arranging the vectors in the form of a column and clubbing it together to get the form ak equal to 0. So here we are getting a 4 by 4 matrix A, and now we need to find the rank of that matrix A. So this is our matrix A, and rank of the matrix means we need to convert it into upper triangular form. 1 1 2 minus 4 is the diagonal of this matrix, and below the diagonal these elements we have to convert it to 0. So here this 3 numbers will change using R1, these 2 numbers will change using R2, and this will change using R3. So very first row transformations will be R3, because R2 we don't need to change, it already has a 0 in it. So we change R3 using R3 minus twice R1, so that we can get 0 over there. So first row as it is, second row as it is, the third row we get it as 0 minus 4 minus 6 9. Then we change R4 using R4 minus R1. So remember here that we are changing R3 and R4 using R1, and we get this particular as R4 0 minus 2 minus 8 2. So now this is our matrix wherein we have to change minus 4 minus 2. So with this we have to change now again row 3 as R3 plus 4 times R2. So minus 4 plus 4 will give you 0. So this is the R3 we get with this transformation, and R4 changes to R4 plus twice R2. So R4 is minus 2, twice R2 is plus 2. So we get this as the fourth row. Now what is left? Left one is this 4 to be made 0. And now here we have to take care that R4 we are going to change using R3. So here simply we can have the operation as 18 times R4 minus 4 times R3, so that we get all the values as of R4 as 0. Now in this particular matrix the last row is a 0 row, and the matrix is converted into upper triangular form. So upper 3 rows are non-zero rows. So here we have 3 non-zero rows, and therefore rank of the matrix is 3. With the rank of a matrix as 3 and number of vectors given as 4, R becomes less than n, and therefore the set of vectors are linearly dependent. When the vectors are linearly dependent, then we use this upper triangular form of a matrix to get the relations. This is k1 plus 3k2 plus 4k3 minus 6k4 equal to 0 from the first row. From the second row we get k2 plus 6k3 equal to 0. From the third row we get 18k3 plus 9k4 equal to 0. So, and from last row we don't get any equation. Solving this with the assumption that k4 equal to lambda, and solving equation 5, in place of k4 I put lambda, so that k3 gets the form minus 1 by 2 lambda. Then substituting this value of k3 as minus 1 by 2 lambda in equation 4, it gives you k2 as 3 times lambda. Again substituting k2 and k3 in the third equation, we get the value of k1 as minus lambda. So from equation 1 that we have at the start of the example, k1 x1 plus k2 x2 plus k3 x3 plus k4 x4 equal to 0, substituting the values of k1, k2, k3, k4 in it, we get this particular relation 2x1 minus 6x2 plus x3 minus 2x4 equal to 0, which is the required relation between the vectors. Let's go for another example where we have vectors as x1, x2, x3, x4 all containing 3 elements. Again we start with the relation k1 x1 plus k2 x2 plus k3 x3 plus k4 x4 equal to 0, arranging the vectors in column form and rearranging it in the form of ak equal to 0. Here you can observe the number of rows and columns in matrix A are not same. So this is a rectangular matrix having 3 rows and 4 columns. So we have 4 vectors over here and the number of rows are 3. So even if we get the rank of this matrix, that is the number of non-zero rows as 3, the rank of the matrix will be less than the number of vectors. So whenever we have 4 vectors and 3 elements in it, that is the number of vectors greater than the number of elements in each vector, then in that case rank will be always less than the number of vectors and the vectors will be linearly dependent. So proceeding further, this is our matrix A. Here this is a rectangular matrix, so we have to make these 3 elements as 0. Now for 2 and 4 we'll be using row 1 to change it to 0 and for 3 to change to 0 we'll be using row 2. So our operations will be R2 changes to R2 minus twice R1 and we'll get this as row 2, 0 minus 5 1 13, and R3 changes to R3 minus 4 R1. So for 2 and 4 we are using R1, hence we are getting these 2 elements are converted to 0 and we are getting this A as the matrix. Now we have to change this minus 5 to 0 and for this we'll be using R2. So R3 changes to R3 minus R2 and this is our matrix. Now here you can clearly see that we cannot have any operation such that the one present in the last row will become 0 and therefore this is our matrix after transformation and all the 3 rows are non-zero rows and therefore the rank of the matrix is 3, number of vectors as discussed earlier is 4 and therefore the vectors are linearly dependent. Again using the converted or transformed matrix to get the values of k1, k2, k3, k4. From the first row we are getting expression as k1 plus 2k2 minus 3k4 equal to 0. From the second row we are getting minus 5k2 plus k3 plus 13k4 equal to 0. From the last row we are getting k3 plus k4 equal to 0. Let us again assume k4 as some lambda, a scalar, and equation 5 gives you k3 as minus lambda. Substituting this k3 and k4 in equation 4, we get k2 as 12 by 5 times lambda. And again substituting k2, k3, k4 in equation 3, we are getting k1 as minus 9 by 5 lambda. Now using all these values of k1, k2, k3, k4 in our first equation, we get this relation between the vectors. Thank you.